Hey, it's Yellow Birdman again, and I'm back with you now to discuss my newest purchase, the Targus Truss. You see, Targus, and it's backwards, just like an ambulance. Targus Truss, all leather case. It's a folio case. I would say, based on my research and what I've looked at online and in stores, probably the closest thing to this would be the Marware. Was it the EcoView Flip? I think is what it is. Whichever one opens like a book. Just from usability, functionality. Now this one, there's a couple of advantages this has. Definitely over the McCallie book stand I just talked about. It's very thick, as you can see, well padded. It's all leather outside. I'm not going to have cat fur and my hair all over this or dust. I can easily wipe this as I'm doing right now. Yes. She feels kind of nice on the fingertips. Ooh. Anyway, yes. Interior, nice, suede material. It seems like a lot of people making these cases go with a suede material from the inside. It's nice and soft. As you can see, it's held in by, you have a black little, whatever you'd call this, slot here. This is actually leather, nicely stitched in, as you can see. Oh, you saw my face. There goes my anonymity. As you can see here, it's got some clips. Leather again. Holds it in pretty well. The McKinley book stand definitely was in. Those clips are on. It doesn't move. This can move a little bit, but, like the McKinley book stand, you do have access to. You have your, see, I can just kind of slide that if I need to. Headphone jack, microphone. Over here is a sleep power button. I can just kind of click that through the leather. And as you can see, there we go. It's on. And so kind of just, like this. Up here, you have your volume and you have your orientation switch here. Down here, you have, oh, sorry, wrong down here. Here on the business end, home button, 30-pin dock, speaker. That's what that would be, speaker grills. So it's all accessible. As you can see, kind of flip it, lay it flat. This guy kind of sits nicely, however. Now, but the real trick here is that, as you saw earlier, oh yes, and also I want to show you all leather back here, nicely stitched. The color of the stitching matches the color of the interior. Comes in a brown with orange interior and a light beige with a green interior as well. Bought this at Best Buy, and they didn't have the other colors in. I believe you can buy them from the McCallie, sorry, scratch that, the Targus website. I don't think McCallie is selling this. Nice thing about this is that you can easily show from the side like that, and the grooves, nice and thick, stands well. This is actually pretty sturdy down here. It's all real sturdy. Nothing bends except where it's supposed to. There you go. This guy kind of flies back here. Now for the real trick, if you want to type on it, so you can kind of do this, it's a low position. I haven't tried it, and I like it a little bit higher. And that's one of the things I liked about the McCallie book stand is that it got a little bit higher. I could actually kind of look at this while I was typing without bending my head down. What I've done is some people have said, oh, you just, kind of take it like this. It keeps slipping for me. It doesn't stay real well. What I've done is I've actually just, as you can see, and right in there, sticking it, and it holds up. It's a little bouncy, but I've used it a little bit like this. Again, I've had it for less than 24 hours, but it works pretty well. Overall, it's a really nice case. It's heavy though. That's one of the things that you need to be aware of. It is heavy on the heavier side. It is thick though. It'll really protect the iPad here. I'm not worried about the edges here getting banged up. These sides come over. They overhang by maybe about quarter to an eighth of an inch. So that's real nice. And this guy, if you don't, once you close, I'm not too worried about the elastic actually over the long term. Elastic, these things tend to last for quite a while, and in a couple of years, buying a new case for $50, that's what this was. it's probably a reasonable timeline. If you don't like having that target show up, you can actually flip it. Looks the same, the same leather on the bottom as it is on this side. Um, so yeah, I'm actually really happy with this case so far. No problems. One of the things that the Marware case that I mentioned in the previous post has that this doesn't is that that hand slot so you can carry it. One of the things that I was thinking is that if you wanted to have that functionality without going with the Marware, because the Marware has that latch, the magnetic latch for the kickstand, and I've read that other people who've bought it have complained that their compass has gone out of whack. And I used to be in the Boy Scouts. If you hold a magnet over a compass long enough, it gets screwy, and I don't know what the compass inside the iPads are like. Don't want to take any chances. For as inexpensive as this tech is compared to what for what it could be, um, it's still a really nice piece of tech, and I don't want to do anything that's going to ruin it. One of the things I was thinking is that to have that kind of similar functionality, just kind of wrap it over like that. You're walking around, you put your hand in here, and if slides out of your hand, there you go. You won't lose it. You won't drop it on the floor. Is it the same as the Marware? Probably not. I haven't actually played with the Marware too much, actually at all. But this has the added advantage of no magnets anywhere, um, and to keep your compass nice. And it's really nicely made, nice stitching, nice leather. I think definitely for $50, it's probably worth it. My only gripe with the current crop of iPad cases is that I don't really think they're worth the amount of money people are charging. I think they're worth maybe $10 or less than that. Then $10 less than they're being sold, or half. But I bought this, paid $50, and felt that I got a much better deal, much better value for my money than I did with the Macaulay. So, highly recommended by Yellow Bird Man uh, and the cats, his cats. So, if you're looking for a case, just came out. I think between this and the Marware, I think those are both top choices. I think it comes to personal experience as far as whether the Marware is worth it. That's also full leather. Um, Advantages, disadvantages. My suggestion would be, though, if you're looking for a case, definitely check out the Target's Trust. And, if you have any experience with that Marware and want to share it, please go ahead, yellowbirdman@gmail.com. And I will be talking to you later.